that defensive meeting room?
We're fine. We went to bed, what was it, Friday night, and we woke up and the sun came up and everything was just fine. It's a long season. That was just a bump in the road, a great learning experience. Saying prosperity is a terrible teacher. Well, we got a little adversity, so now it's just about how we respond and how we finish the rest of the season.
Were you surprised at what Syracuse was able to do? I mean, you haven't given up 27 points, more than 21 all season, except to the Orange. Were you just surprised with how effective they were offensively against you guys?
No, I wasn't really surprised. I thought we would be better suited to defend them, but we had seen them on film, pick people apart with their, quick passing game attack. And they presented us some great problems, Friday night, and, we weren't able to, get those under wraps, and, we ended up losing the game.
What would you say is the mood right now for you guys as you look to regroup, move forward on just kind of rest, heal, recover on this bye week?
We have some great leaders on this team, great people. I feel like, this is what we're built for, facing adversity. Nobody's, sad or in a bad mood. What happens, happens. The story is going to be that we lost to Syracuse. The story is going to be about how we responded to that loss. So I think everybody's just looking forward to, getting back out there on the grass and practicing and, getting back to doing what we do.
How big is this bye week? Just to get your legs back on you again, get fresh since you haven't been off since July.
It's definitely come at a great time. It's been a long first half of the season. This bye week, provides us a time we can kind of catch our breath, get our feet back under us. So it's going to be very beneficial going into the rest of the season.
Secondary had gotten a tough time Friday night against Syracuse's receivers. How much do you and the D-line rely on that coverage in order to get to the quarterback?
They're a big part of our defense. They don't, hold people up in the back end. We can't get to the quarterback. But, I think everybody has to worry about their job, their assignment, and if we do that, the defense as a whole will be fine.
You seem to have like a nice relaxed demeanor after a tough weekend. How would you describe the rest of your teammates? Do you see some that are angry, just kind of like anxious and ready to get back at it?
No, I don't see the anger. Definitely anxious to get back at it. We'll definitely be energized, ready to practice, the rest of this week and next week and play on Saturday. The rest of the team, I understand, we lost and, we got to get over it, swallow it. We're big boys, things happen. And, it's all about what happens next. Got to have that windshield mentality, looking to what's forward going to come.
You guys had some penalties against Syracuse. Were there any frustration throughout the game?
Oh yeah, we were frustrated. It was a tough game. They were giving us a hard time. But there's no excuse for those, useless penalties that we didn't need. Myself flying up in the neutral zone and then roughing the passer I had. There's no excuse for that. I'm better than that. We'll get that corrected. Looking forward to playing next week.
It's one thing for the coaches to send a message to the team, but how important is the player leadership at a time like this?
Oh yeah, the best leadership comes from within. If we don't address the issue, taking ownership of it, it's only gonna get worse. But if we take ownership of it, lead, show that we know how to respond to adversity. We still have all our goals out there on the table.
Was it difficult watching the film with Coach B and the coaches yesterday?
Oh, it's definitely difficult, to watch the film. Naturally, didn't have a great performance Friday night, but in order to improve, you got to do that. You got to own it. You got to take ownership of it. And, you got to just continue to move forward and work and correct those things.